gift in pizza today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
New Directions, the domestic violence shelter and rape crisis center of Knox County, served more than 600 individuals in 2023. It could be a family member, a coworker, or a friend. It takes a community to break the cycle of violence. To learn more about how you can support New Directions in connecting and strengthening our community, visit our website, www.newdirectionsknox.org, or call our 24/7 hotline at 740-397-HELP.
And we welcome you back to Fredricktown High School. Apparently it's getting kind of bad outside. It's winter outside, not inside. We are excited about this matchup. You know what? Just come in, settle in, and worry about driving home afterward. You know, I went home last year from a game, Centerburg and Mount Vernon, a ball game they played. I think they were playing Lexington, and it was a bad drive home. So we do encourage you, if you can stay in with us, stay in, because it is getting kind of nasty outside, and we are excited about the matchup tonight. Well, these two teams come in, Centerburg averaging 58 points per game. Now, they won a game the other night, 84-12. So, you know, that kind of inflates their points per game. They're averaging 58 points per game. Fredricktown 49.4. But we talked about Callie Carpenter, Kayla Larimore, top two scorers in the league. Callie 16 points per game. Kayla Larimore 21 points per game. But it is that cast that's with them, the supporting cast. And for Centerburg, Kentley Farrell's really been playing well. Fourth in the K-Mac at 12 points per game. Tiara Shepard 10 points per game. But Fredricktown Freddies have a supporting cast too. Maya Bryant averaging 7.6 rebounds per game to go with 9 points per contest. And Ella Boughton, she's number one in the K-Mac in assists per game. So we've got some star power tonight.
Big here for Fredricktown, because like I was getting towards is talking about that 1-3-1, you're going to just need to be content. You know, if you need to take 2 minutes out of this game, 3 minutes out of this game because you need to get the best possession and limit, you know, Centerburg's offensive possessions, that's maybe what it takes. But tonight it's not about just shooting whatever that first shot is. It's about getting the best shot that you can down the floor. And like I said, if that means you have to clock up 30 seconds, 45 seconds of a possession, so be it. I mean, work the ball around. Like we said, we're going to probably try and see if we can get Callie Carpenter open for Fredricktown, get her a couple clean shots. But it's going to take a little bit, because obviously Centerburg's going to be keying on that. It's going to be interesting to see how they make Carpenter move and get her shot, get her spot open.
Again, it's the Fredricktown Lady Freddies, Centerburg Lady Trojons set for basketball. Centerburg has just flat out dominated, as we talked about before. I mean, even Cardington Lincoln, they dominated after the break. I mean, it was a close game at half. But for Fredricktown, they've had a couple of close matchups and things. But one thing about this team in Fredricktown is size-wise, with Toombs and Ella Boughton, they can kind of face up a little bit with Tiara Shepard and Kayla Larimore, where other teams maybe can't do that, and could potentially cause some problems with Centerburg in the half court. Problem for Fredricktown is they've got to get Centerburg in the half court. They can't allow Centerburg to get turnovers, get out in transition, and get easy buckets. Yeah,
just touching on, like you said, they won 84-12. I can guarantee most of those came off of turnover and scoring off turnovers. So if you can limit that and let them, you know, take up clock on their end, because that's another big thing. Centerburg likes to go. I mean, if they can score in 4 seconds, they want to take a layup in 4 seconds. If you make them kind of play around the ball, move it around, create some turnovers. You know, you got to get bonus possessions tonight if you're Fredricktown. And on the other hand, if you're Centerburg, you can't give Fredricktown freebies, bonus possessions, second chance points. It's going to come down to who wants the 50-50 ball more, and that's usually what happens in rivalry games. It gets a little physical, it gets a little, you know, obnoxious out there. People, you know, want to win this game bad.
Again, the Centerburg Lady Trojans and the Lady Freddies from Fredricktown getting ready for basketball here tonight. And a great matchup. I mean, these two teams combined with a record of 19-1 on the season and 11-1 in the Knoxboro Athletic Conference. So you look on paper, it should be a great matchup. We looked on paper against Mount Gilead, it was not a great matchup. But here, Centerburg and Fredricktown, a lot of people expect them to be in this position. And, you know, for Fredricktown, the problem is that loss to East Knox. Now you're falling 2 games back, and you got to hope for some help in there in the second half of the regular season if you want a chance to win the conference championship. This game right here would almost set the clock into a situation where it says, okay, we can give ourselves a chance if Fredricktown can win this game tonight. So big matchup in Fredricktown. Hopefully, if you're coming in right now, and hopefully you're not watching us if you're coming in right now. If you're listening on the radio, that's fine. But if you're watching us on the video, it's kind of a problem. But we do encourage you to be safe coming in. Yeah, apparently it's getting kind of bad outside. So stay with us here. We'll have the basketball game for you between the Fredricktown Lady Freddies and the Centerburg Lady Trojans. And tomorrow night we've got boys high school basketball and non-conference action for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets taking on the Newark Wildcats. Curtis and Jared will be at Mount Vernon High School at the Hive for that ball game, which is a pregame around 5:45 p.m. as those two teams face off. And, of course, the last time Bo and I were at a ball game was a Mount Vernon boys game, and it was a high-level basketball game. So we're hoping for more of the same here. Could be high octane. And you know what? We want close games.
Yeah.
We like close games. But Centerburg right now, as we talked about before, they have just been dominating people. And that fast start that they could come out to, now they didn't do it against Cardington Lincoln. It took a second half, and where they really had to turn it on in the second half against Cardington Lincoln. But if Centerburg could get out to a fast start, boy, it's going to be very difficult for the Fredricktown Freddies.
Yeah, no, it will. But like you said, like that 10-0, maybe it just takes one team to kind of punch them in the mouth a little bit, kind of wake them up. And, you know, teams do get complacent when they win a bunch of games, especially in a row. It starts kind of getting lost in the transition, lost in the meaning. But a rivalry game is the way you can turn a tide like that. So I'm really hoping to see a really good game here from Fredricktown and from Centerburg. I mean, this is what you come to see for high school basketball on a Friday night.
You know, I did a lot of games with Dave Dahlstein for many years, and one of the things he told me, he said, when you're at the high school level, it's all about the talent that you have, because realistically, if you have more talent than the other team, most of the time you're going to win the basketball game. You need your stars to be stars, and in tonight's matchup, Callie Carpenter, who averages over 16 points per game, she's going to have to be a star. Ella Boughton's going to have to be a big supporting cast for this Fredricktown team. For Centerburg, Kayla Larimore has to continue what she's done, the dominance of the reigning KMAC Player of the Year. And then people like Kenley Farrell. She was tremendous when we saw her that ball game against Cardington Lincoln. Remember, she scored the last 7 points in the first quarter, including that three-pointer right at the buzzer. And she's been playing really well. So the supporting cast play big roles in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's just a good core. I mean, they have about 5 or 6, 7 girls that they can rely on that play very well together, not really selfish. I mean, yes, like we said, Larimore does lead the conference in points, but it's kind of like what I was talking about with Jessie Burris. You know, everybody works the ball around so much. Just one person sometimes benefits mostly, and Larimore's just been that person, just like, you know, with Delaware Hayes' offense. Jessie Burris just, you know, flourished because of all that unselfish play, and that's just the reason why they're at 10-0. If they can keep it up tonight, they can keep it going. Like we said, they like to play fast. They're kind of a track running team. Keep it going, keep it moving. They like to create chaos. It's pressure and applied pressure. So if they can keep that up, I can see them easily going 11-0. But if they struggle with getting to their kind of style of basketball, I can also see Fredricktown pulling off, you know, a little shocker here.
Of course, Jesse Burris is playing at OU. He broke his foot, though, so he's out for the season for OU in his freshman year. But here it is Centerburg and Fredricktown girls hoops getting ready for action here from Fredricktown. Is Centerburg and Fredricktown not separated by too much. You take Sparta Road, you come over here. In my case, you take 13 because Sparta Road's kind of a tricky road to go when it's snowy. But here we are getting ready for basketball. See Gary Chapman, the superintendent for Fredricktown, is here. Rich Porter's here from Centerburg. And there's Tim Daup. We appreciate all that he does for us here. And certainly appreciate Fredricktown having us here. Did you play for Coach Daup?
Oh, yeah, 2 years.
All right.
He's the reason why I went to Otterbein.
All right. Well, he's here. He's a great guy, too. And we appreciate all his work for us here. But we are getting ready for basketball. It's the 10-0 Centerburg Lady Trojans and 6-0 the KMAC against 9-1 Fredricktown and 5-1 of the KMAC. It's a clash in the KMAC tonight. The two heavyweights of the Knoxville Athletic Conference face off in girls high school basketball tonight from Fredricktown. Let's take this break. We will come back and we will get the national anthem. We'll get the starting lineups and we will get tonight's opening tip. It's all coming up next on WMBO.
Products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
Dear parents, don't wait. Educate. Empower us with knowledge. Keep talking to us about underage alcohol use, dating violence, and mental health. You are empowering us with knowledge to be the change. Thank you. This ad is sponsored by the Teen Advisory Council of Knox County.
We are empowering Knox County youth. Visit us online to learn more at www.tacofknox.org. That's tacofknox.org. You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
High school basketball here tonight from Fredricktown as Fredricktown and Centerburg do battle in girls high school basketball alongside Bo Berkshire. I'm Todd Mathias. We've got Austin Stinnett, our producer, and John Wareham is here with us as well on the opposite side of us. Well, it is Fredricktown and Centerburg getting ready for high school girls basketball and an exciting matchup here tonight. Cold outside and snowy outside, but really nice inside for high school girls basketball tonight. For the visiting Centerburg Lady Trojans, coached by Bill Abner in his second season here at Centerburg after spending years at Granville with Tate Moore and those groups. Of course, Tate Moore went on to be at Barstool Sports and isn't there anymore, but Bill Abner was part of that coaching staff, and he's in his second year here at Centerburg. They'll go with Kenley Farrell in the backcourt along with Evie Stowe. Tiara Shepard will join them. Kayla Larimore and Lauren Ellis will be up front for Centerburg. And for Fredricktown, Kit Bellman in the backcourt, the junior for Fredricktown, will be joined by Callie Carpenter, the 1,000-point scorer for the Fredricktown Lady Freddies. Maya Bryant, one of the top rebounders in the conference, will also be in the starting lineup for Fredricktown, and joined by Ella Boughton, who leads the conference in assists per game, and Kennedy Algeyer will be starting up front for this Fredricktown girls basketball team as we get ready for basketball here. The Centerburg Lady Trojans on the road at Fredricktown. We talked about it so much about these two matchups and the star power. Again, Callie Carpenter, 1,000-point scorer. Kayla Larimore, 1,000-point scorer. Should be a really fun matchup here tonight.
No, yeah. A lot of star power, rivalry, Friday night. You can't get any better than this. Like you said, snowing out. You know it's really winter basketball now here in January. It's go time.
Well, they're throwing T-shirts into the stands. One of them almost clocked a guy sitting in the front row who barely moved. And then the other one went below the bleachers. So they got some work to do on their tossing. Again, for the Lady Freddies, they will be in their home whites with the red trim, with the red numbers trimmed in gray, with the Freddies on the front in red trimmed in gray for Centerburg. It's the Road Reds with the gray trim, the Lady Trojans on the front in gray trimmed in black. And for the Centerburg Lady Trojans, it will be Tiara Shepard jumping center circle opposite Ella Boughton. As we get ready for basketball here from Fredricktown. 10-0 Centerburg, 9-1 Fredricktown. Girls hoops on a Friday night. Get ready for hoops here. The ball in the air, controlled by Centerburg. Lauren Ellis gives it up. Kayla Larimore finishes left of the rim. Quick, easy, 2-0 Centerburg.
Yeah, Coach Abner liked that one. They had that set up, a little offensive play off the draw, and Tiara Shepard did her job. That's all it takes is just winning the tip.
Callie Carpenter, first offensive possession, gives it up on the right wing to Bryant. Now goes back in for Carpenter, taken away by Tiara Shepard as she pushes now to the front court for the Centerburg Lady Trojans on the right wing. Not the start Fredricktown was hoping for. 2-0 Centerburg. Left wing to Ellis. Ellis bounces left corner. Wide open three for Kenley Farrell. Up, no good. Weak side rebound. Ella Boughton, Fredricktown. Boughton will push for the Lady Freddies. Leads the conference in assists per game at 4.3. High on the left with the Callie Carpenter, second in the conference in scoring. Bellman flips it up, head of the key to Boughton. 7:15 to go in the opening quarter. Al Geyer has it knocked away and taken away. There's the steals leader in the conference. And almost a travel by Kenley Farrell, probably was. Ball tipped in the air and picked up by Boughton. Now it goes off for her. Some sloppy basketball on that possession. And Centerburg will get the basketball. 55 seconds into the game, leading it 2-0.
Yeah, like we said, we know Centerburg wants to run, but they can be prone to be sloppy in the transition like you just saw. And like we said, Fredricktown so far has been sloppy in the half court, so hopefully both teams can clean it up going further.
Stowe gives it up. Kenley Farrell on the left point. Kenley Farrell with it on the left wing now. Ellis back to Kenley Farrell. 2-0 Centerburg. Right point to Stowe. 6:50 to go in the opening quarter. Centerburg up 2. Stowe into the corner. Shepard on the right corner. Now left point. Gives it up. Kenley Farrell left wing to Ellis. Now Farrell gives it up, and it's into the corner now for Stowe. And she loses the basketball out of bounds and a turnover. Great job by Fredricktown to kind of stay in their spots, not overplay, and force a turnover. Yeah,
they went 2-3 zone, and like I said, that's something that Centerburg does not see usually on offense, and that gave them some trouble. So we'll see if they keep rolling with that 2-3 zone.
6.5 to go in the opening quarter. And inside to Callie Carpenter, taken away by Ellis. And this is not what Fredricktown wants on the offensive end. A lot of turnovers here. Stowe has it high on the right. 6:18 to go in the opening quarter. 2-0 Centerburg. Ellis with the basketball between the circles now. With the basketball is Stowe. Kind of directing traffic. Bounce left to the lane for Larimore. Right wing to Ellis. She's hitting him in the pregame, and she misses this one off the heel. Tipped in the air. Larimore picks it up, puts it up, and good. Right of the rim, Larimore.
Yeah, got a rebound. If you give those second chance points, players like Shepard, Larimore, for instance, Ellis, they're going to clean that up and put it back in.
4-0. Centerburg the lead. Larimore has all 4. Leading scorer in the conference. Trying to go in for Al Geyer. Couldn't handle it. And very sloppy on the offensive end for Fredricktown. Look like they haven't played in a while, which a lot of these teams have nearly a week off. But, boy, they are looking sloppy on the offensive end. Both teams really aren't playing great on the offensive end.
No.
Stowe gives it up into the right corner. Ellis dribbling in. Now bounces for Larimore. Loses it out of bounds. Actually, that was for Shepard, who was posting up, and she hits it out of bounds. So Centerburg turns it over. So we got a lot of turnovers here early, Bo. Callie Carpenter, left wing, gives it up for Bellman. Goes in for Al Geyer, throws it right to Kenley Farrell. Now a one-on-one with Kit Bellman. Throws it back behind her to Stowe. Stowe can't get it to go, and Larimore does on the follow-up. And she is fouled as well. Larimore trying for the three-point play. Good on Larimore to get down the floor, even though they were in transition, to clean up and get the bucket to go.
Yeah, just cleaning it up like you said. And the thing is, if you're Fredricktown, you got to get back. I mean, Centerburg is going to keep running. They're going to keep on running, so you got to get back on defense, especially when you turn the ball over and the ball's still live.
Larimore's free throw is no good. And now a rebound for Ellis. She's got it right now, gives it up for Stowe. Back to Kenley Farrell on the left point. Bounces now for Larimore at the foul line. Taken away by Callie Carpenter. One-on-one with Kenley Farrell. Going left to the lane, into the lane, left lane, and gets it to go with the left hand, Callie Carpenter.
There it is. There's just a little bit of breathing room.
Just what they needed. A steal and a lay-in. And now the Freddies back within 4. Centerburg Lady Trojans have it with Ellis. Ellis bounces in for Larimore. Throws it away. They say that Fredricktown got their hand on it. So Carpenter gets them on the board 3 minutes into the ball game. And it's 6-2 Centerburg. 4:49 to go in the opening quarter. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. High school basketball into Shepard, who throws it behind her head and got it to go. Wow.
I know, very interesting play, but you got to love them. 1-4 low set. They just said, let's just get it right into her. She's wide open right at the paint. They're going to be lazy. Let's just get right to her. And an incredible circus shot there by Shepard.
Tossed it over her head. Drops it in for Bryan. Now for Al Geyer. Knocked away. Taken away. Stowe gives it up Kenley Farrell. She's got Shepard in front of her. Instead, Kenley Farrell takes it herself. Misses left of the lane. Ball tipped to the air. Gathered by Kenley Farrell, but she's on the end line. And a turnover on Centerburg. 8-2 right now. Centerburg the lead. 4:23 to go in the opening quarter. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School basketball.
See if Fredricktown can maybe get some positive points here out of that turnover.
Callie Carpenter got the team on the board 45 seconds ago. Now the ball almost knocked away. She keeps it. Dribbling on the right wing against Kenley Farrell. Gets away, bounces now for Maya Bryan. Swings around Bellman. Ella Boughton, the three from the left wing, no. Weak side rebound is this going to be go out of bounds by Kayla Larimore. And so 8-2 our score right now. And Centerburg is trailing this one. And for the Lady Freddies, first substitution. Toombs comes into the ball game.
She's taking over for Algar. She's that middle of that 2-3.
Bounce inside for Larimore. Throws it up for Shepard. Shepard has it right of the lane. Throws it up the right hand. Wildly no good. Rebound to Ella out, and then she will push. 8-2. Centerburg, 3:38 to go in the opening quarter here. With the basketball inside. Left to the rim. In. Maya Bryant.
Just took advantage of hustling back in time.
And right now it's 8-4. So back within 4 points. Chesney Fair about to check in. Taken away there by Bryant. Now pushing is Callie Carpenter. 1-on-1 with Stowe. Has it left to the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. Got it to go Callie Carpenter. And right back at it.
That was
for the
beautiful.
Lady Freddies.
Left hand, left side. You always love to see a little left hand layup. And hey, 2-point ball game now.
4 for Carpenter. 3:05 to go in the opening quarter. And right now it's 8-6 Centerburg. Left wing three. Up and no good. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Freddies, who are doing a nice job right now. And a push up the floor knocked away by Shepard. And it'll stay with Fredricktown. But they're doing a nice job of boxing out right now, not allowing those second chance points as Chesney Farrell checks in for Shepard.
I know Boughton's got a great arm, but that's the one thing Centerburg wants you to do. They want you to throw those long passes. They love jumping and gambling on those.
Callie Carpenter, Ella Boughton looking inside for Grayson Toombs. Can't find it. So high on the right, Callie Carpenter. 8-6 right now, Centerburg the lead. 2:45 to go in the opening quarter. High on the left to Bellman. Bellman looking underneath, has Boughton, throws it away. Good cut on the back end there by Boughton. Overthrown, though, by Bellman.
You know, the one thing you just got to be positive is that she saw that, because that's exactly what you need to do on an offense. Is you need to work the ball around and just wait for that zone to kind of relax and then have someone slip right in. So that was a good little move. Memory bank it for later.
Kenley Farrell, head of the key, right wing to Ellis. Bounces on the right baseline. Kayla Larimore goes inside, dribbling with the left hand. Fouled as she went up with the right hand at the 2:26 mark of the opening quarter. 8-6. Centerburg has the lead. Larimore scored the first 6 points of the game, but hasn't scored since the 5:18 mark. She'll go to the free throw line. And the foul on the Lady Freddies. It's on Kit Bellman. She picks up a foul. Callie Carpenter has the other foul. It's one that you don't want to have a foul, and Kayla Larimore misses the free throw. She missed earlier on the chance to get the and one, and here she misses the free throw. Now another free throw pending.
Got to hit this one. They're crucial in rivalry games.
2:26 to go opening quarter. Free throw is up and good. One of two free throws. And it's 9-6 Centerburg. 2:23 to go in the opening quarter. Callie Carpenter has the basketball. Carpenter has 4 right now. Right of the lane to Bryant, head of the key. Carpenter fakes it. Right point three, fires it up. Leaves it at the bottom of the rim. Rebound Boughton. Boughton on the baseline, throws it away. Picked off by Ellis, who goes up the right sideline with 2 away to go in the opening quarter. Gives it up now. Bounce from Shepard to Stowe. Now to Larimore in the lane. Shot up with the right hand, no. Rebound knocked around. Picked up by Chesney Farrell, Centerburg. Right wing, 3 is up, and it is no good by Shepard. Rebound Callie Carpenter, Fredricktown. So Freddies trailing by 3, 1:49 to go in the opening quarter. They have the basketball with Callie Carpenter. Left wing to Bellman. Bellman has it. Looking inside Bellman. Tries court, and a timeout called by Jared Pryor. 1:40 to go. Opening quarter. 9-6 Centerburg the lead. In this rivalry matchup, Knoxmore Athletic Conference, Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction, High School Basketball, and WNBO.
Dear parents, don't wait. Educate. Empower us with knowledge. Keep talking to us about underage alcohol use, dating violence, and mental health. You are empowering us with knowledge to be the change. Thank you. This ad is sponsored by the Teen Advisory Council of Knox County.
We are empowering Knox County youth. Visit us online to learn more at www.tacofknox.org. That's tacofknox.org.
9-6 our score right now. The Fredricktown Freddies trailing Centerburg. 1:40 to go in the opening quarter. What stands out right now in this ball game?
Turnovers stand out big time, but the one thing I like to say, or wanted to say, is the thing I'm impressed about with Fredricktown is not getting overwhelmed by the zone, letting kind of Centerburg's defense take shape and not just rushing and throwing up the first shot that they see. But they got to hit Carpenter. She's had a couple give and goes that they need to hit.
Well, they give it to her out of the timeout on the baseline. Misses a 3 long. Rebound ball down by Bryant, and she throws it right away. And going the other way is Shepard. Shepard with the basketball on the right wing. Pulls it back out. Throws it back up top to Stowe on the right wing. Looking inside now, right wing. Three is up, and it is no good by Shepard. Way out the mark, right into Ella Boughton's hands, and Callie Carpenter can slow it down for Fredricktown. 1:15 to go in the opening quarter. Right wing to Ella Boughton, makes the one-handed catch. They're looking inside for Toombs. Instead, fires up a three and way off the mark. Rebound Chesney Farrell. Gives it up for Evie Stowe with 1:05 to go in the opening quarter. 9-6. Centerburg the lead in a sloppy game so far. Stowe with the basketball. Gives it head of the key. The left wing, Ellis has an open look. Instead, goes inside, loses the basketball in the lane. Tries to get it out into the right corner. Stowe bounces in Chesney Farrell. Chesney Farrell tries to kick it out, and it's knocked away and taken away by Boughton. Now the ball on the floor once again. Bodies flying, and Ellis ends up with it. Jump ball as Bellman was on the floor with her. And it will go back to Fredricktown. Just under 44 seconds to go in the opening quarter at a 9-6 lead for Centerburg.
Love to see the 50-50 balls, everyone getting on the floor. It's what it takes to be a champion, and hey, like I said, gets physical in rivalry games. I used to always love getting on the floor whenever there's a chance, and whenever we have to play Jackson, it's best.
Vika Arnett is into the ball game, as well as Kennedy Algeier, and Arnett has the basketball on the right wing, gives it up Algeier into the right corner. Callie Carpenter dribbles the baseline, lost the basketball, picked up by Vika Arnett. She puts up a jumper and got it to go. Arnett. She gets it to go. 9-8 now with 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Centerburg the lead. Right wing, Shepard. Left wing, Kenley Farrell puts it on the floor, dribbles the left baseline, floater up, no good, too short. Tipped around, picked up by Kenley Farrell, gives it out. Ellis, right point three with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Too long. Rebound, Kenley Farrell once again. 5 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Centerburg up by a point. Deep three from Kayla Larimore off the front of the rim. Algeier gets the rebound this time, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Sloppy, but it's a close one, 9-8. Centerburg, a 1-point lead on the Lady Freddies from Fredricktown. At the end of one, high school girls basketball, K-MAC action, the top two teams of the Knox Memorial Athletic Conference going at it here in Fredricktown. Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction, high school basketball, WMBO.
Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
9-8 our score as we get ready for second quarter action here. Centerburg a 1-point lead. Kayla Larimore scored the first 6 points of the game. Centerburg up 6-2. Led it actually by a score of 8-2 at one point, but Lady Freddies have now outscored Centerburg 6-1 since that point. And it's 9-8 Centerburg going to the second quarter here, Bo.
Yeah, and it's not like, you know, Fredericktown's found a little bit of what's working on the offensive end. But really what's coming down to here is just a lot of poor shots from Centerburg. I mean, they've had the ball a lot coming off of Fredericktown turnovers, and they've really just taken poor shots and not really scored on that end. So it's really let Fredericktown stick around, and the more you let them stick around, you know, the more of a chance that they can come pull the rug out from under you. So it'll be interesting to see if Centerburg takes some better quality shots this half, and if you're Fredericktown, you're getting a lot of possessions. Now just score some of those more possessions.
Centerburg will go with Stowe, Ellis, Larimore, Shepard, and Kenley Farrell to start this second quarter. The starter, Ellis with it, tries to bounce it. It's off the leg of a Fredericktown defender out of bounds. Arnett's out there with Carpenter, Boughton, Algeier, and Bellman for Centerburg, or for Fredericktown, excuse me. Ever had a play call called pickle?
Yeah, you know, different coaches, different, you know, mentalities, but I've seen this play before, a little diagonal cross.
Well, knocked out of bounds by Boughton. Gets her hands on it. 7:47 to go in the first half. 9-8. Centerburg a 1-point lead, trying to stay unbeaten on the season. And again, coaches mentioned it. Targets on Centerburg's back. It has been since they won the conference last year, and it is especially now that they're 10-0. Left wing to Ellis. Has the basketball now to Stowe on the right point. Left point Ellis. Left wing Farrell. Good movement here. Kayla Larimore going inside. Has to kick it back out. Kenley Farrell gives up a three. Head of the key Ellis. Ellis one-handed pass to Stowe on the right wing. 7.5 to go in the first half. Three is up by Stowe. Way off the mark. Rebound Bellman for Fredricktown. And Ella Boughton, a one-handed pass up the floor. Finds Carpenter, who lays it off the glass and in right of the rim. What a pass and what a finish.
Yeah, that was like a tight end post over the middle. You gotta love the hands there from Carpenter and the good arm there from Bowden.
And now a 1-point lead for the Lady Freddies. Right point to Stowe, bounces it, ball on the floor, loose ball picked up by Bellman, finds Algier, pushes now with Carpenter. Good job by the Lady Freddies to get on the floor and get that loose ball. Lady Freddies with a 1-point lead, a minute into the second quarter, bouncing now for Algier. Nice find to Bellman, who puts it up, no good. Tipped down to Larimore from Shepard. Good look, couldn't finish at the rack. And now Larimore dribbling left of the lane. Arnett cuts her off. Head of the key now for Stowe. 10-9 Lady Freddies, 6:42 to go in this first half. Larimore, cross court, gives it up. Ellis gives up a three. Stowe, head of the key. 6:35 to go in this first half. Larimore makes a tough catch. Left wing with the basketball. Kenley Farrell gives it up. Evie Stowe. 6:27 to go in the first half. Stowe, left corner, Kenley Farrell. Centerburg really taking their time on offense. Ellis goes inside, bounces for Larimore, taken away by Algier, and Callie Carpenter slows it down for the Lady Freddies. Leading at 10-9 with 6:13 to go in the first half. Callie Carpenter gives it up. Arnett thought about a three, and then she carries it. And it's a turnover on the Lady Freddies. 6:07 to go first half. 10-9. Chesney Farrell checks in. Centerburg trailing by a point. And I think Ellis just gave a high five to the official. And I don't know if I've ever seen that in my whole life. All right, 6:07 to go in this first half. I've been doing basketball a long time, though. Pretty much half my life, and I've never seen that.
The ref said, "You're not subbing me out. I'm still in. You're going to the bench."
Right wing. Left wing to Kenley Farrell, head of the key to Stowe. Stowe has the basketball. Left wing Kenley Farrell looking inside. They're kind of bracketing Kayla Larimore right now. Head of the key Stowe, right wing to Shepard. Shepard dribbling right baseline, and a foul is called on Algier, I believe. 5:47 to go first half, 10-9. Fredricktown the lead. Algier picks up the foul as Toombs and Bryant gonna check in for the Lady Freddies. And Arnett and Algier take a seat on the bench as it's 5:47 to go in the first half and a 10-9 lead right now for the Lady Freddies. There's 9-8 Centerburg at the end of one. Centerburg to trigger it in with Stowe. Looking, gives it Kenley Farrell. And now looking for Kayla Larimore. She's got it one-on-one with Callie Carpenter, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Callie Carpenter, and it is. And that is her second foul, I believe, and she's in pain right now as Kayla Larimore kind of lifted up the ball. And Callie Carpenter is going to check out of the ball game right now. And I mean, you get hit in the nose, it doesn't feel good.
I'm just hoping it's not the eye, because even the slice touch the eye, it does water up and it's painful.
Well, full timeout called by Centerburg. We'll take it with him. 5:42 to go in the first half. And right now, 10-9 Fredricktown on WMVO.
New products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supported. And to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these.
You play a critical role in the prevention of domestic and sexual violence. The earlier we start talking to young people about healthy relationships and respect, the more likely they are to stand up when they see violence in our community. This message is sponsored by the AIM program of New Directions. Act, Impact, Motivate.
All right, now the full timeout. It'll be Stowe, Kenley Farrell, Kayla Larimore, Chesney Farrell, and T.R. Shepard for Centerburg. It'll be Toombs, Bryant, Arnett, as well as Boughton and Bellman for the Lady Freddies, as Callie Carpenter still being tended to on the sideline. Looking inside, Shepard has it knocked out of bounds by Ella Bowden. 5:34 to go in this first half. And look, Fredricktown's not phased right now. They're doing a nice job in the half court. They're bracketing Kayla Larimore, not giving her a lot of space. 5:34 to go in this first half. 10-9, Centerburg trailing by a point. They are undefeated. Fredricktown just the one loss to East Knox. Right wing to Kenley Farrell. She's got the basketball. Throws it cross court to Shepard on the left wing. She's double teamed, and Arnett gets in there and causes a travel and a turnover. So Vika Arnett does a nice job getting in there. She hit the shot right at the end of the first quarter and gets not a turnover, but forces a jump ball. I guess it was a travel they called, so a turnover there on the Lady Trojans. And Fredricktown without their star and Callie Carpenter. Boughton bounces in for Toombs, turns around, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Kenley Farrell. She pushes quickly into the front court on the right wing. Kenley Farrell head of the key. Three is up by Kayla Larimore. Downtown Larimore got it to go, and the lead back to Centerburg.
Yep. good change of pace there for Centerburg, finally getting back on the board. And three-pointers are always big momentum builders.
Kayla Larimore has been really good here in the early going, 10 of the 12 for Centerburg. As Arnett has it on the right wing. Gives it into the right corner. That's Bryant with the basketball. They're leaving her open. Arnett into the lane. Arnett with the right hand, up and no good. Rebound Toombs. Knocked away by Kenley Farrell. Ball on the floor. Chesney Farrell and Toombs go at it. And it's a jump ball. And it will stay with Fredricktown. And Toombs and Chesney Farrell go at it there. Freddies will keep the basketball.
Yep, probably two of the toughest kids on the court, so of course that battle was going to be had. But Chesney Farrell, man, I'm telling you, she's tough. She puts in some good bench minutes. I know she's coming out right now for Ellis, but always puts in some good bench minutes. She's usually that 6th or 7th person off the bench for this Trojan squad. I believe senior too, so always a lot of heart and soul from senior.
Now gives it up. Bryant has the basketball. Arnett has it on the left point. Gives it up. Ella Boughton on the right point. Into the right corner. Bryant again. Fredricktown playing without Callie Carpenter, out with an injury. Right wing three is up by Boughton, too strong. Rebound Kayla Larimore for Centerburg. She gets it off the bounce. 12-10, Centerburg the lead. Now Shepard tries to throw it away, and there's Boughton again. She's had her hands all over the ball on defense. Boughton has the basketball. Dribbles left of the lane. Boughton scoops it high off the glass. No good. Toombs a rebound. Blocked by Ellis, but fouled. And that all got set up from Ella Boughton. Getting it pushed down the floor, and a foul on Ellis for Centerburg. And now Grayson Toombs to the free throw line for the Lady Freddies.
Yeah, the difference here from the last possession, Grayson Toombs, she kept the ball up after she rebounded and put it right back up. The last time she brought it down, Kenley Farrell was able to swipe it away. But as you can see, you keep the ball high, put it back up, you get to the line. She made the first one. See how she does in the second one.
Trying to keep an eye on Callie Carpenter as well. She's returned to the bench, which is a good sign, but not to the scorer's table yet. Garrett Pryor looking, and 2 free throws there for Toombs. And the game's tied at 12 now with 4:08 to go in this first half. 12-12 our score. Stowe has the basketball for Centerburg, just crosses the timeline, guarded by Arnett. Out the head of the key, Larimore. Stowe, cross court to Kenley Farrell on the left wing. She's got it now on the left point. Kayla Larimore looking inside for Shepard. Touch pass. Now Ellis has it off a pass from Stowe, who has it head of the key now. Stowe gives it up for Larimore, back to Stowe. 3:45 to go first half, game tied at 12. You feel good if you're Fredricktown if you keep this close without Callie Carpenter. Kenley Farrell bounces in now for Larimore. Left of the lane, triple team. Ball knocked away. One-handed pass to Stowe. Cross court, Kenley Farrell on the left wing. 3.5 to go first half. Game tied at 12. Shepard scoops one up. She is fouled on the drive. She will head to the free throw line. 3:27 to go in this first half. And we're tied at 12. Algier is about to check in. Foul is on 45 Toombs. And she picks up her first. Third on the Lady Freddies. Still no Callie Carpenter back into the ball game. 12-12 our score. As Shepard heads to the stripe. Shepard has just 2 points to this point. And her free throw is too long. Centerburg has their moments where they struggle at the free throw line. Toombs takes a seat. Algier checks in. Straps up the brace a little tighter.
They kind of played pretty well in a tandem there, kind of going in for each other.
Yeah. And they play a role in that middle of that defense. Free throw is up and no good, so Shepard misses them both. And now for the Lady Freddies with 3:23 to go in this first half, trying to retake the lead. Arnett has the basketball. Arnett has on the right wing and thought about a three again. Gives it up now for Ella Boughton high on the right. One-handed pass, knocked away. Ball on the floor, kicked out of bounds. And I know Ella Boughton likes these one-handed passes. That's a risky move when you throw it one-handed, but Fredricktown will retain possession. And Callie Carpenter checking back into the ball game.
And, like in a 1-3-1 zone, the long passes are just no-nos. There's just too many hands, too many arms are going to get in the lane. That could steal it. You got to pump fake. You got to do short passes.
Callie Carpenter, good to see her back into the ball game. She's got it on the left point. Ball knocked away. Shepard had it for a second. Carpenter getting after it, picked up by Stowe. And then Carpenter ends up with a loose ball near the baseline. Left of the lane, ball on the floor, picked up by Algier. Algier looking underneath, in some traffic, and Bryant finishes right to the rim. It wasn't pretty, but the Freddies score.
Yep, just got to stick with it.
The Lady Freddies take a 2-point lead now, 14-12. Stowe the basketball, high on the right for Centerburg. They haven't played this close of a game all year. Looking underneath, good feed to Shepard on a high-low. And Bryant jumps on her back. So it'll be the 4th team foul for the Lady Freddies. And so the next one will send them to the line for 2. 2:41 to go in this first half, Bo. Those 2 free throws, and now the bonus could allow Centerburg to be more aggressive.
No, yeah, by all means, go get that 5th foul.
Ellis dribbling on the right wing, gives it head of the key to Larimore. Left wing to Kenley Farrell, fires up a deep 3, no. Rebound pulled down by Ella Boughton. And right now, Fredricktown a 2-point lead, under 2.5 to go in this first half. Callie Carpenter on the left wing with the basketball. Flips it up for Ella Boughton. Looking at it, Algier gets it to her on the right elbow. Algier spins around, dribbling right to the lane, knocked away and taken away by Kenley Farrell, the leader in the K-Mac in steals. Bounces now for Larimore, one-on-one. Puts it up and in. Larimore finishes with a right hand. And so it's 14-all with 2:05 to go here in this first half. Callie Carpenter flips it up for Ella Boughton. One-handed catch, now gives it up on the right wing to Bryant. Bryant with the basketball, bounced inside. Algier blocked from behind. Centerburg pushes now with Stowe. Got Kenley Farrell. Good job of getting back there by Ella Boughton. And now with the basketball. Lady Trojans have it. Crossing over. Shepard crosses up and in. Floats it on the baseline. Shepard.
Yeah, it was a great move. Good possession finally from Centerburg, stacking possessions, taking back that lead by 2.
1:35 to go in this first half. 16-14. Centerburg a 2-point lead. Now knocked away. Taken away by Stowe. Got a girl up ahead. It's Shepard. Shepard has to save it. Tries to. It's out of bounds. Centerburg had a golden chance to extend their lead. This is why Bill Abner has to have blood pressure medication.
No, I'm laughing just because I thought Coach Glenn was animated. Coach Abner's animated too. It just must come in stride here at Centerburg.
Yeah. Of course, he spent a lot of time, as mentioned, at Granville, where they had a lot of success there. Flipping up the ball now to Bryant. Bryant on the baseline, guarded by Ellis. Puts it up, no good. Algier, weak side rebound on the left. Gets blocked from behind, but fouled Algier to the free throw line. And, you know, for Centerburg, that's a bad foul. As far underneath as she was, her body was kind of contorted a different way.
Yeah, not in a scoring position at all.
Yeah,
the problem is she only had one arm up. You got to get both hands up and just let her kind of just go into your body. You know what I mean? You just can't move. You just can't engage, if that makes it kind of a better lack of terms. But like you said, just bailed the Freddies out, made the ref make a call. Now let's see if they can cash in from the free throw line.
That was your Jim Nance right there. Missed the free throw.
Well, just like Jim Nance, I always, what's it called? The jinx. I always jinx the free throw shooter, just like a kicker on a field goal.
Well, free throw was missed there by Algier, and she has a chance right now to still get the Freddies within a point. Free throw is up, and it is good. So she hits 1 of 2 from the line, and it's 16-15 favor of Centerburg. And Stowe crosses the timeline with 1:04 to go in the first half. Flips it up for Kayla Larimore. Goes one-on-one right now with Algier and steps out of bounds for the baseline. Algier did a nice job to kind of push her towards that baseline and kind of trap her to an extent, and Larimore turns it over.
Yeah, there's only so much court, you can give, and Larimore just kept trying to go for that baseline and just ran out of room, ran out of real estate.
Right now, the Lady Freddies trailing by a point. Bellman tries to give them the lead and does. Nails it from the left wing. Hit Bellman from downtown, and it is now 18-16 Fredricktown. Lady Freddies have a 2-point lead, under 40 seconds to go in the first half. Into the right corner, Ellis has the basketball. She tries to give Centerburg the lead, airballs it right into the hand of Ella Boughton, and now pushing is Callie Carpenter. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Freddies up by 2. Callie Carpenter crosses over against Ellis, almost loses the basketball. Throws it ahead of the key. On the right point, now right wing, there's Bellman with it. Looks inside, taken away by Ellis. She's got it 18 seconds. Ellis one-on-one with Boughton, dribbles right to the lane. Stops, puts up in the right hand, no good. Rebound pulled down Callie Carpenter for Fredricktown. 12 seconds to go in this first half. Fredricktown up by 2 with the basketball. Carpenter has it on the left wing, 7 seconds. And then now a foul is called on Larimore. And now Larimore and Carpenter going at it. And getting a little bit physical, testy. And when you get on the floor and this kind of stuff happens, these two girls, by the way, are two of the nicest girls that you'd ever meet.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it gets testy. It's getting physical. And the foul is called on Kayla Larimore. I believe they call an intentional foul on Kayla Larimore. But right now, one thing that happens sometimes when you're in a situation like Centerburg, you're blowing people out a lot, right, Bo? And now you get in a close game, and emotions get a little higher, and it's a little bit closer, and here we are right now.
The issue is I'm not picking any sides or anything, but this is what if you're Fredricktown, this is exactly what you want Centerburg to do. You want them to react. You want them to give you fouls. You want them to play into this home crowd. You know what I mean? You have the home crowd. You have the refs. So you want this kind of animosity, this chaos. But you got to be calm. You got to be cool-headed. You can't react. As you saw, they always get the second person. Carpenter did get in Larimor's face, but Larimore did kind of shove her. It's always the second person.
And we don't know what was said before.
No, we don't at all. But like I said, it's always that second person that engages that is the one they're going to call for the foul, the flag. 6 seconds to see these fireworks.
And Carpenter has it, bounces for Ella Boughton. Three-pointer up from the left wing, no good. A rebound, pulled down. Kenley Farrell got up there to grab it, and that's the end of the first half. Like you said, little fireworks there at the end of the first half. And Fredricktown holding on to a 2-point lead on Centerburg, trying to end the perfect season for the Lady Trojans and go to 10-1 overall. It's Fredricktown 18 and Centerburg 16 here at the break in high school girls basketball here on WMBO. We are live streaming on our WMBO Facebook page. We are also, of course, on radio, and we are on YouTube. Believe it or not, I remembered to say something. Usually I forget about that, but you know what?
Austin's loving it. Austin's loving it.
Yeah, he's going to have to remind me in the second half. But we are here at the break, 18-16, as we talked about. We've had some fireworks tonight between Centerburg and Fredricktown. And the interesting thing, Centerburg, they had a close matchup with Corrington Lincoln. Remember, at home it was 23-18. And then Centerburg blew out the Pirates in the second half. See what adjustments Centerburg makes. And for the Lady Freddies, for the time that they didn't have Callie Carpenter to stay in the basketball game and only be down by 2 at the break, they got to feel really good going to the locker room right now. It's 18-16. Centerburg is trailing Fredricktown at the half in girls high school basketball. Centerburg 10-0 and 6-0 in the KMAC. And for the Lady Freddies, they are 9-1 and 5-1 in the Knoxboro Athletic Conference. So let's take this break. We'll come back, talk more about the first half next on WMBO.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Hey, once again, I want to thank Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, New Directions, and Pizza Cottage for bringing you high school girls basketball here tonight. Boys hoops tomorrow night, bringing around 5:45. Live streaming on the WMBO Facebook page, on the radio, on WMBO, and on YouTube, I assume, for that ball game as well. That's tomorrow at 5:45. Mount Vernon and Newark in high school boys basketball non-conference action. Here, it's conference action, and it's on the girls' side, and it's 18-16. Centerburg got out to the quick lead. You kind of figured, okay, this is going to be deja vu all over again. The Centerburg Lady Trojans got out 6-0. Kayla Larimore scored the first 6 points of the game for Centerburg, and Centerburg even got up 8-2, but the Lady Freddies kind of found a way to almost bracket Kayla Larimore, limit what she could get. She only ended up, with 4 more, or I guess she ended up with 5 points in the second quarter, but kind of bracketing her a little bit and getting their offense going as well. This Lady Freddies team, again, to be up by 2 with Callie Carpenter missing basically the whole second quarter, the Lady Freddies got to feel really good right now.
Yeah, this is a good job by Coach Fryer. The thing that they're running right now is they go in zones. They're going to a 2-3 zone, and they expect Centerburg to use Kayla Larimore kind of as that high post. Well, they watch their film, they're correct. So when Larimore is at the high post, they're kind of almost inviting her to catch the ball. They want the ball to kind of go there. Obviously, you're not trying to make it too easy, but ball gets to the paint. If it's Larimore, if it's Ellis, if it's Shepard, they're kind of collapsing 2, collapsing 3 of that side, whether it's the bottom 2 in the wing or it's the other bottom 2 in the wing. But they're really collapsing and making it hard for kind of inside the paint, and they're making Centerburg shoot. Centerburg not the worst three-point shooting team, but obviously a team that gets a lot of volume in a game. Give or take, they might go worse, they might do better, and so far they've kind of done worse than what their percentages kind of tell you per game. But like I said, they've shot a lot of threes, and they've kind of just settled for the shots that Fredricktown is making them shoot. And I think that's kind of the difference right now. It's why we see it's a 2-point ball game, is because, Fredricktown is really making it hard for Centerburg, and Centerburg's not really playing their style of ball. They're kind of working around what the Freddies are doing.
Well, let's go through the scoring here in this ball game. As we talked about, Kayla Larimore, opening tip, they got it right to her. She scored 8 seconds into the ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And Larimore scored again about a minute and 52 seconds later to make it 4-0 Centerburg. And then Larimore scored again. So it's 6-0, and you figure at the 5:18 mark, okay, what's going on here? How are you going to stop this? Callie Carpenter stops the bleeding with a bucket. Then Tiara Shepard answers it 18 seconds later to make it 8-2. But Maya Bryant got a score for the Lady Freddies to make it 8-4. Callie Carpenter scored again at the 3:12 mark. 8-6. Centerburg led it. Larimore then hit 1 of 2 free throws, and Vika Arnett hit a jumper with 22 seconds to go in that first quarter to make it 9-8 Centerburg at the end of one. Then Callie Carpenter gave the Freddies a 1-point lead with a score there at the beginning of the second quarter. Larimore gave Centerburg the lead back with a 3 to make it 12-10, just over 5 minutes to go. Then Toombs hit a pair of free throws to tie it up at 12. Shepard missed 2 free throws for Centerburg. Bryant then scores, gives Fredricktown the lead. Larimore answers to tie it. Shepard scores, gives Centerburg a 2-point lead. Algier then hits a shot to give the Lady Freddies get the Freddies within 1. And then the 3 from the left wing by Kit Bellman gave the Freddies the lead at the 45-second mark. That's where we sit here at the half. So there's all the scoring. If you missed the whole first half, there you go. 18-16, the Lady Freddies with the lead. Again, typically we don't see fireworks as much in girls basketball, and it gets physical as much maybe. But
Fredberg rivalry.
That's
Fredberg
where
rivalry.
it is right now. And, these teams are really good. Centerburg's a very good team at 10-1. Fredricktown's really good at 9-1. And where we're at right now is this Lady Freddies leading it by 2. And, again, despite the fact that their best player, Callie Carpenter, who scored her 1,000th career point earlier this season, missed a big chunk of that second quarter after some things got physical. And I think that's part of the reason it got chippy there at the end, because it was her and Larimore that kind of bumped into each other earlier in the ball game. Callie Carpenter had to miss a majority of the second quarter. Then she comes back in. Give her credit. She still played physical despite, having looked like a bloody nose.
Yes.
It still plays tough with them, and then it got physical again. And we'll see what the second half has to offer us here. But one of the things that is interesting, and I've talked with Dave Dahlstedt about this a lot in the years that we cover, is when something like that happens, it's the job of the officials to step in and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll see how the officiating maybe changes here at the early part of the second half, or if it changes at all. But right now it's 18-16, Fredricktown the lead at the half.
Yep, and Fredricktown already coming out here. Carpenter jogging out. She's looking ready for the second half. Looks like that early eye, nose, face, whatever injury it kind of was, she's past it. We'll see how Centerburg comes out here. There's only 2:30 left in the halftime. Usually people are out here by now. But it'll be interesting because when I look at it, especially when we talk rivalry games, we talk about just winning basketball games. What it really comes down to, free throw percentage. You want to have the higher free throw percentage. You also want to shoot more. In high school basketball, you want to shoot above 80%. That's usually the target range. Now, my other thing is the 50-50 balls. So far, I've seen about 3 or 4 right now, and I can guarantee, kind of say that Fredricktown has won all 3 to 4 of those 50-50 balls. And in the second half, when you're fighting for possessions, when teams are turning it over back and forth or, scoring back and forth, it's going to come down to those 50-50 possessions and flipping the jump ball arrow. So we're going to see, I think Fredricktown won the first half on jump balls, but, hey, that's why we play 4 quarters here.
One of the other things that we talked about in the pregame was what was the supporting cast going to do. And for Centerburg, it's 12 points for Larimore, 4 for Shepard. That's it. Yep. And for the Lady Freddies, 6 points right now, so a third of the points for Callie Carpenter, but you've got, the 4 from Bryant. You've got 3 from Bellman. Arnett's got 2. Algier's got a point in there. Toombs has hit a couple of free throws. So a lot of different people are getting involved for the Lady Freddies. Centerburg going to try to get some other people involved in this one. But we are getting ready for second half action. It's 18-16 Lady Freddies. 9-1, 5-0 in the K-Mac. Centerburg 10-0, 6-0 in the K-Mac. We'll have second half action coming up next here on WMBO.
You taught him how to hit a receiver. how to hit a baseball, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time did you spend teaching him what not to hit? You play a critical role in the prevention of domestic and sexual violence. The earlier we start talking to young people about healthy relationships and respect, the more likely they are to stand up when they see violence in our community. This message is sponsored by the AIM program of New Directions. Act, Impact, Motivate.
Back here in Fredericktown, and it's 18-16. Lady Freddies have a lead on Centerburg. Lady Trojans have not lost this season. They'll go with Lauren Ellis, who is coming in the stands. And Kenley Farrell, Kiara Shepard, Evie Stowe, and Kayla Larimore. And for Fredericktown, it'll be Callie Carpenter, Kit Bellman, Kennedy Algeyer, Maya Bryant, and Ella Boughton. As we get ready for second half action, Centerburg led at 9-8 at the end of one. We're outscored by 3 in the second quarter. This matchup here, the Lady Freddies, tell you what, they had that close game against Utica where Callie Carpenter had to hit the game-winning 3 at the buzzer, which we were here for. But since that point, they've played pretty well. Only a hiccup at this point was a loss to East Knox. All right, with the basketball on the left point. Now Stowe gives it in for Shepard. Kick out to Kenley Farrell. She's got it on the left baseline, double-teamed. And Ella Boughton's there. They kick it back up top, though, on the right wing. To Stowe. Dropped in now for Larimore. Dribbles on the baseline. Left wing. Drop in now for Shepard. Kick out Ellis. Wide open 3. Up and no good. Left it long. Bryant chases down the rebound. Good hustle there, but then a throwaway right to Ellis. Boughton threw it to Ellis. Now Larimore puts it up. Blocked by Boughton, and a foul called as Larimore went up for it. And the turnover for the Lady Freddies, that's exactly how they started the ball game, was turnovers and just a bad pass. And now Centerburg has a chance to tie this game at the free throw line.
It's just being a little lackadaisical there with the outlet pass, and I really think that a lot of their turnovers have come from kind of some careless airmail balls, kind of like that. And it's really going to come down to Fredericktown cleaning those up because, I mean, they got off the floor. They were going down, offense possession, just had a great defensive possession to open up the quarter. And now look where we're at. We're at the free throw line for Centerburg. You got a foul on Boughton, and now obviously the game has a chance of being tied pending this free throw.
And it is up and good, 2 for 2 from the line to tie the game at 18. And for the Lady Freddies, they've got the basketball with Callie Carpenter. And she gives it up, ball tipped away, take it away, Stowe, throws it up the floor to Larimore. Larimore, nice feed to Shepard, but a little far ahead to her. And now Kenley Farrell chases it down the left wing. She's got it, throws it cross court in the right corner. Here's a 3 by Stowe. It's up, it's good. And Stowe, with confidence, buries it.
High percentage 3 look there. A lot of the threes from the first quarter were kind of those in and out, low percentage shots. That was a cross court swing pass. High percentage 3 there from Stowe. Good 3-point shooter as well in the corner.
And she shot it with confidence. Bellman, she tries to answer on the left wing and does. Bellman's second 3 of the ball game.
Good answer there by Freddie. By the Freddies. I know Austin was kind of laughing at that one, but a great answer. Let's see if this offense kind of keeps sputtering on both ends.
And now the bounce to Larimore, ball on the floor, knocked away by Bellman, who gets her hands on it. And Abner wants a foul. He slams the bleachers, and he wanted a foul there. And Larimore flips it over, and they'll call a jump ball. So, jump ball, and it goes to Fredericktown. There we go. We heard the official. Well, we saw him mouth it.
Yeah.
6:33 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 21.
He's not technically wrong. I mean, his player did get on the floor and fought for it, and Fredericktown just got the benefit of the doubt of getting both players there to the ball.
With the basketball into the corner. With it is Bryant. Bryant has it, flips it up for Ella Boughton. Ella Boughton has the basketball. Double team. Now high on the left, Callie Carpenter. Callie Carpenter bounces for Algar on the left elbow. Looks underneath the good feed, but Bryant can't handle it, and she loses it out of bounds. Good look for Kennedy Algar. Bryant couldn't handle it, and a turnover on the Lady Freddies.
Just another tough possession there from the Freddies. We'll see if they can build off of it. It'll be interesting to see if they can get maybe a little turnover here on Centerburg's end.
Well, it's 6:12 to go in this third quarter. We're tied at 21. Bellman's 3 knotted up after Stowe gave Centerburg a 3-point lead after it was tied at 18. Kenley Farrell gives it up, gets it back. Kenley Farrell has it on the right wing. Now Stowe on the left point. Looks inside. Larimore left of the lane to Ellis. Ellis, one-handed pass to Stowe on the left point. Right wing to Kenley Farrell. Kenley Farrell, cross court. Ellis on the left wing. Bounces at the foul line for Larimore. Throws it inside for Shepard. And it's out of bounds as it's looking to go kind of a high-low, but overthrown out of bounds.
Just not a lot of space to work that high-low like you were talking about. Good look, just like I said, not a lot of space to get it done.
5:40 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 21. Top two teams in the KMAC going at it. Bryant has the basketball. Cross court to Boughton, making a tough catch high on the left. Boughton now puts it on the floor, gives it in the corner. Callie Carpenter steps back, thought about a three. Instead, bounces for Bellman. Bellman's hit a couple of triples herself. Ella Boughton, she wants a three from the left corner. Up. It is no good. Rebound. Kenley Farrell got a jump midair and stopped and then came back down. She got the rebound. She was expecting that ball to come to her a little quicker.
Hit the jump button a little too early.
Drop down to Shepard. Spin away. Jumper way off the mark in the lane. And rebound. Kennedy Algier. 5:05 to go third quarter. We're tied at 21 apiece. And Boughton has the basketball. Boughton stops at the head of the key. Right wing to Bellman. Bellman has it knocked away. Picked up by Algier. Good feed this time. And this time a finish for Bryant. Right of the rim. And the Lady Freddies take the lead.
It's the same possession, but the difference is Algier made a nice pump fake and bounce pass, and it allowed for the finish.
Well, now Fredricktown back up by 2, which is what they were up at the half. Kenley Farrell has it on the left wing. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Centerburg trailing by 2, haven't lost a game this season. Meanwhile, Fredricktown's 9-1, only lost to the East Knox Lady Bulldogs 58-51 here. Stowe with the basketball between the circles. She's got it. Drops it in. Now right wing to Ellis. Good ball move for Centerburg against his zone. Kenley Farrell passes up an open shot. Gives it Larimore in the lane. She bounces again inside to Shepard and throws it out of bounds. 4:14 to go in the third quarter. 23-21 Fredricktown off the turnover, gets the basketball, Bo.
Yeah, and like I was talking about before the game, Centerburg likes to be that chaos defense. I kind of like how Fredricktown is using that momentum of chaos kind of against Centerburg themselves. They're kind of just moving people around, getting a lot of people in the passing lanes, causing chaos.
And look inside, ball knocked away by Stowe as Callie Carpenter trying to get it to Bryant. And Fredricktown has it, 4:02 to go third quarter, 23-21. Freddies have a 2-point lead and have the basketball. Callie Carpenter has it. 3, left wing, up and no good. Kenley Farrell with a great rebound over Algier. And now Kenley Farrell with a good feed to Larimore, who finishes right to the rim. Boy, nice job by Kenley Farrell on that possession.
Yeah, just rebound it, take it yourself. She's blitzed by the entire county there, basically. Good thing Larimore was able to catch up and stay ahead for the finish.
Callie Carpenter into the corner. Bellman's hit a couple of threes. Goes cross court. Ella Boughton. Nice touch pass there to Bryant. Bryant up in the air, misses right of the rim. Got her own rebound. Puts it up and no good. Ball tipped away. Last touch on Lee Ellis for Centerburg. And no, they say it's off of the Lady Freddies. I don't know about that, but 3:26 to go in the third quarter, and we're tied at 23.
A lot of excitement. This gym's buzzing. Gotta love it.
Couple days after the new year, into 2025. Our first broadcast of 2025 will be in Mount Vernon at the Hive tomorrow night. Curtis and Jared will. Bo and I will not be. They flip it at the foul line for Shepard. Shepard to Ellis at the left wing. Down to Stowe with the basketball. Bounces inside, ball kicked. 3:13 to go in the third quarter, 23-23. One of the other things to think about for the Centerburg team is, it's great to have Ellis right now, but if she did transfer in from Berlin or from the Olentangy district, she wouldn't be able to play in tournament play, so you almost got to find it. But I don't know if that is exactly the
there's
case
a lot of different technicalities and rules.
So there's a lot of different
to
things
get
you can
into,
do.
so that is...
Yeah. Throw away, picked up, and nice job by Toombs to get her hand on it. And Bellman's there to tap it to Bryant, and now Boughton pushes. 23-23, 2:53 to go in the third quarter. Again, I have no idea. Callie Carpenter, I don't get into those things. Oh, Toombs is wide open. Toombs blocked from behind by Shepard, and now Chesney Farrell about to check in for Centerburg. 2:47 to go in the third quarter, 23-23. We got a close matchup here from Fredricktown.
Getting some breathing time there for Ellis on the bench. And like you said, you need a little bit of a momentum change. This game is deadlocked at 23. Let's see if maybe Farrell and Farrell together on the court maybe bring some more energy.
Callie Carpenter's got the basketball, flips it up for Bellman. Bellman's done a nice job here tonight. Right of the lane, Toombs stops, double team. Toombs kicks it out, open three, up and good from Callie Carpenter from downtown Carpenter. And the lead back to the Lady Freddies, 26-23. Lady Freddies up by 3 with 2:22 to go here in the third quarter. Throwaway as Stowe threw it right to Bryant. And now slowing it down, Ella Boughton for the Lady Freddies, who lead it by 3, 26-23, trying to end Centerburg's perfect record right now. Bellman looks inside, throws it away to Chesney Farrell. And now a slow down for Stowe with 2:05 to go in the third quarter. 26-23, Fredricktown the lead. Left wing to Kenley Farrell. Gives it up Kayla Larimore. And back to Kenley Farrell. Head of the key with it is Stowe. 1:52 to go third quarter. Left wing to Kenley Farrell for the tie. It's up. It's way off the mark. Toombs with a good box out of Chesney Farrell. And gets the rebound.
Yeah, great rebound there.
Now 1:42 to go in this third quarter. Fredricktown up by 3 with the basketball. High on the left, Callie Carpenter. 1:37 to go third quarter. High on the right now. Ella Boughton has the basketball. Cross court. Here's a three. Up by Callie Carpenter. Got it again. Don't let her get hot. And Carpenter nails the three. And the Lady Freddies up their lead to 6 with 1:28 to go. Here in this third quarter, Fredricktown takes a 6-point lead on Centerburg. Timeout Trojans. 1:28 to go third quarter. Freddies up 29-23. It's Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Basketball on WMBO.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Back here at Fredricktown, and it's 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Callie Carpenter with back-to-back triples to give the Lady Freddies a 6-point advantage. Carpenter catching fire here. She's got 12 now in the ball game, and she gives the Freddies the lead as the Lady Freddies and Centerburg were tied at 23 at the 3:50 mark, but the back-to-back threes for Carpenter. And again, they really missed her in that second quarter when she was out with the injury.
Yeah, I know you're in a 2-3 zone, but those were kind of easy threes where she just passed it away and got it right back. You can't lose her, especially when she's top of the key, not even moving around, whether it be the block or the low corner. I mean, that was just poor miscommunication there from Centerburg, and now, you're in a 6-point hole because of it.
Well, the Lady Freddies now hit 4 threes in the ballgame. 2 by Bellman, 2 by Carpenter. Kenley Farrell on the left baseline. Turnaround Jay up by Stowe. No. A rebound Bellman. Bellman to Callie Carpenter. One-on-one with Kenley Farrell. Going down the middle of the lane. Now right of the lane. Puts it up. And good. Carpenter on fire. She's got 8 in a row.
Gonna need somebody to guard here.
And right now the Lady Freddies are putting it to Centerburg as Kayla Larimore. She's got it inside the 3-point line. And with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter, 8-point lead for the Lady Freddies. Shepard looking inside. Bounces for Chesney Farrell. Loses it. And Ella Boughton will push it down for the Lady Freddies. Callie Carpenter right now has 8 in a row. She's got the basketball. Bounces for Bellman, who's hit a couple of threes. Between the circles now, Boughton looks for Toombs. Toombs, tough catch, loses the basketball. Out of bounds. Should go back to Centerburg. And the officials are talking, and I don't know. The official at center court, now they're saying it is Fredricktown ball. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. 31-23. Freddies will have the basketball. I think that's the right call, honestly. But 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Bellman, this is for the rim. Toombs had it for a second. Now Bryant with the putback. No. Ball tipped away, and a foul called before the shot by Toombs with 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. There'll be a foul on the floor. 31-23. Fredricktown the lead right now, and fouls on Chesney Farrell as Ellis will check back in. Now Ellis going to come back into the ball game for Centerburg. Again, the Centerburg team that's not really that deep. I mean, Chesney Farrell really the only substitution that comes into the ball game.
Her and Bryant. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and Bryant, she hasn't even played yet. There's the into the corner. It's Boughton with the basketball. She's got it, gives it up for Bellman, and a timeout call to try to get her out of trouble. We'll just keep it here. 25.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. 31-23 in favor of the Fredricktown Lady Freddies. And again, we talked about stars being stars. Well, Larimore has 16 of the 23 for Centerburg. She's doing her part, and Carpenter doing her part. She's doing really well. Carpenter averages 16 points per game. She's got 14 right now with just over 25 seconds to go in the third quarter, and hit back-to-back triples here and has 8 in a row for this Lady Freddies team, and she has taken over. And for the Lady Trojans, they're just having a really hard time getting the basketball inside the zone on the offensive end. And then when they've had their chances, kind of some throwaways on some high lows. Right now it's 25.7 seconds to go in the third, and a 31-23 lead for the Lady Freddies. And out of the timeout by Fredricktown. By the way, each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Freddies will have it with Ella Boughton, Callie Carpenter, Kit Bellman, as well as Grayson Toombs and Maya Bryant. Centerburg will go Ellis, Larimore, Kenley Farrell, as well as Shepard and Stowe. On the right. With the basketball, Ella Boughton dribbling to her left, stops at the head of the key, now gives it for Toombs in the lane, right wing. Here's Bellman for a 3, up and good. Bellman! And the Lady Freddies on a tear right now, and they're up big, 34-23. And Centerburg trying to answer. Left wing to Kenley Farrell. Looking inside, ball knocked away. Kicked out of bounds by Bellman. And look at this little run for the Lady Freddies. This game was tied at 23, where the Lady Freddies have gone on an 11-0 run. Thanks to 3 3-pointers and a deuce by Carpenter. Head of the key, Kenley Farrell gives it up. Shepard probably traveled, but almost banks it in. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Lady Freddies get hot, go on a big run, and lead it by 11. Centerburg 1 quarter away from potentially losing their first game of the season. It is 34-23. Lady Freddies up on Centerburg at the end of 3 on WMBO.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
You taught him how to hit a receiver, how to hit a baseball, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time did you spend teaching him what not to hit? You play a critical role in the prevention of domestic and sexual violence. The earlier we start talking to young people about healthy relationships and respect, the more likely they are to stand up when they see violence in our community. This message is sponsored by the AIM program of New Directions. Act, Impact, Motivate.
Well, Centerburg in an unfamiliar position, trailing by 11 going to the fourth quarter. And for Centerburg, they've only hit a couple of threes in this game. Stowe hit one of them in the third quarter, Larimore earlier in the ball game. But Fredricktown ends the quarter on an 11-0 run, and they lead it by 11 here to start the fourth quarter.
Centerburg, like we said, big track running team that can score quickly. But one thing that is kind of different is there really hasn't been a team that has pushed three-pointers like that quarter on Centerburg, where they've pushed out to an 11-point lead. So this is kind of uncharted territory. I'm kind of interested to see how the Lady Trojans handle this.
Well, Centerburg against that zone have Stowe, Kenley Farrell, Shepard, Larimore, and Ellis head of the key. Larimore makes a tough catch. I think they wanted her to shoot that, but she made a tough catch and couldn't do anything with it. Ellis into the corner, Stowe back to Ellis on the left wing, head of the key. Shepard knocked away by Carpenter. She picks it up, hands it off to Bellman. Now knocked away once again. Bellman picks it back up. Ella Boughton has it now for Fredricktown. Just over 7.5 to go in the game. Looking for Algier, who buys her way in, puts it up and in right to the rim. Algier. And the Lady Freddies right now lead it by 13 on Centerburg.
Good to see her score. I know she's facilitated a lot of assists and rebounds tonight, so it's good to see her get some points up there on the board besides the free throw.
And now Larimore loses it, and another turnover on Centerburg. Ella Boughton has it for the Lady Freddies. 7:10 to go in the game. Freddies up by 13 right now. Right wing to Kit Bellman. Bellman turns around, shoots a three, misses this time. Didn't shoot it with as much confidence maybe on that one. And it's a turnover, not a turnover, but out of bounds. Back to Centerburg. Timeout, Bill Abner. All right, we'll take the break with them. 7:03 to go in the game, 36-23. Freddies up 13 on WMBO.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Lady Freddies threatening to end the perfect season for Centerburg as Algier scores it With 7:25 to go in this fourth quarter to make it 36-23. And so Fredricktown currently on a 13-0 run as this game was tied at 23. But the Freddies have done a nice job getting to the rim, but also getting shots to go from beyond the arc. 36-23 our score. And Centerburg's got it with Stowe. Left wing to Kenley Farrell. Kenley Farrell has the basketball. Looking inside, bouncing left corner to Stowe, into Larimore. Larimore to Ellis, a three. High arcer, no. Rebound tipped away and out of bounds off of Fredricktown, so it'll stay with Centerburg. 6:42 to go in the fourth quarter. And an open look for Ellis, just couldn't get it to go.
And we've touched on it, but Fredricktown is making just the simple things hard, catching a pass. It just takes off the timing. It just helps the defense. It's just that pressure. It all comes full circle.
Stowe with the basketball. Centerburg down 13. And Shepard has it head of the key. Into the right corner, Kenley Farrell. Head fakes. Now Ellis with it. Up by Carpenter to close out. Now Shepard into the lane. Shepard scoops it up way off the mark. And a rebound for Larimore. She puts it up no good. Ball tipped away. Bellman picks it up. Throws back behind her to Boughton. With 6:17 to go in the game. Fredricktown with the basketball up by 13. Boughton looking underneath. Almost picked off. Instead, Callie Carpenter ends up with it. Up the glass and in right of the rim, Carpenter. And now it's 38-23, and the Freddies in full control of this one on a 15-0 run. Now, Centerburg has not scored since the 3:50 mark of the third quarter. Left wing, Kenley Farrell puts up a three and airballs it. Saved inbounds to Stowe, who's got it. Stowe right of the lane. Floater in the lane, no. Rebound, Boughton. Centerburg can't get anything to go right now. Callie Carpenter will slow it down for the Lady Freddies with 5:39 to go in the game and leading by 15 now. Ella Boughton with the basketball on the right wing. Boughton has it, dribbling right of the lane on the baseline. Kick out to Bellman. She's hot, and she misses it this time on the left wing. Rebound for Larimore. Push up the left sideline. Centerburg has not scored since the 3:50 mark of the third quarter. Three is off the mark, goes off the heel, and it hits that cable up there. With 5:20 to go in this ball game. Al Geyer will take a seat. Toombs will replace her. 5:20 to go. Fredricktown on a 15-0 run right now, Bo.
Looks like we're going to see 100-man here coming from Centerburg. Little four-court press. Got to make some possessions back.
Well, they got to score on the offensive end. They haven't for a while. Boughton has it in the front court. Boughton dribbling into the lane. Drops it down for Toombs, who gets it to go near the basket. And boy, they're making it look easy right now. An 18-0 run for the Lady Freddies, and they're up 17. Or excuse me, a 17-0 run, I guess is what it would be. 17-0 run. And Ellis gives it up. Corner three from Stowe. Why not? Way off the mark. Boughton again. I wonder how many rebounds she has right now. Bellman has the basketball. 40-23 is our score. And back behind her to Ella Boughton. 4:35 to go in the game. 40-23. Lady Freddies, who led it by just 2 at the half, jumping Centerburg here in the second half, and a travel on Boughton. 4:29 to go in the game. 40-23 is our score right now. And again, Centerburg got a deuce from Larimore at the 3:50 mark of the third quarter, Bo, and have not scored a point since that point. Yeah,
just this 2-3, it extended, kind of Callie Carpenter extending out behind the three-point line. It's just really giving them a lot of trouble here on the offensive end.
Ellis had a wide open look. She passes it up, and Larimore misses. It goes over the backboard, and Centerburg can't buy a bucket right now. 4:13 to go in the game. 40-23 is our score, and the Lady Freddies are leading it by 17. 4:10 to go in the game. Callie Carpenter dribbling into the front court. Carpenter has the basketball. Carpenter looks inside and almost threw it away. She did. Kenley Farrell is telling her team, get in front of me. And they're not. And they're all knocked away by Ella Boughton. Ella Boughton one-on-one with Kenley Farrell. Stops, puts it up, fouled. And Ella Boughton will go to the free throw line. 3:55 to go in this game. And the Freddies trying to extend this to a 19-0 run.
Yeah, Kenley Farrell just got left out to dust there. She rebounded the ball, was trying to push it. She always loves kind of getting ahead but pushing, and no one really wanted to run with her. And kind of when she picked her head up then, she just saw a big Boughton right in her way, and that tree just took that basketball and had to foul. I mean, if she didn't foul, it'd be free 2 points.
Free throw is up, and no good for Ella Boughton. But at this point, Centerburg, yes, they need stops, but they can score. As Ellis will take a seat, and Chesney Farrell will come into the ball game, and things just not looking good for Centerburg. I mean, the Lady Trojans have scored just 7 points in the second half as Boughton misses both. And Centerburg with Stowe into the front court. Don't have kind of time to lollygag at this point, down 17.
They missed the free throw, but they got back in their zone. You can't let them get in their zone.
The key Stowe, left wing. Here's a three. It is up. Shepard. Finally, the run is over. At the 3:37 mark, it is 40-26 now as Toombs has it against Chesney Farrell. Into the front court, Bellman has it. Bellman has it knocked away. Picked up by Ella Boughton. Centerburg down by 14. Fredricktown the basketball. Ella Boughton has it. Get Bellman inside to Bryant. Bryant turns around, gives it up top to Boughton. Now Callie Carpenter has the basketball for Fredricktown, leading at 40-26, and Centerburg finally got a bucket. Boughton to Carpenter. Carpenter, left point three. It's up. It's no good. Rebound, Larimore, Centerburg. They got a push. Under 3 now to go in the ball game. Larimore has it in the front court. Larimore pulls up just above the foul line. A high arcer. I don't know what that exactly was. Maybe she got hit from behind, but anyway, Boughton picks it up. Ella Boughton will slow it down with 2:47 to go in the game. Freddies up by 14 right now. Callie Carpenter high on the right with it for Fredricktown. Centerburg with just 9 points in the second half. Bounce now left of the lane. Toombs gives it up. Callie Carpenter. 2.5 to go in the game. Callie Carpenter inside. Scoops it up. No good. Rebound. Knocked around. Pulled down by Stowe, who will push it up the right sideline. Ellis about to check in for Centerburg. Stowe one-on-one. Gives it up. Left wing. Three. No. Air ball for Larimore, who misses there. And now Carpenter will slow it down with 2:14 to go in the game. 40-26. Fredricktown looks like they're going to hand Centerburg their first loss of the season as the Lady Freddies 40-26 have the lead. Callie Carpenter left wing looking inside. Bounces at the foul line for Bryant. Bryant gives it right wing to Boughton. Now gives it up Kit Bellman. Bryant. Boughton. 1:52 to go in the game. Centerburg down 40-26. Fredricktown the basketball. They're 9-1 to the Lady Freddies. About to go to 10-1 if they can hold on to this lead. Callie Carpenter. And a 5-second call on Carpenter. And turnover. Lady Freddies with the buck. 1:41 to go in this game. 40-26. Jared Pryor doesn't agree with the call, but 14-point game.
Just a little confused, too.
Yeah, she was moving. It wasn't like she was staying stationary. And
he just wanted a little clearance.
All right, well, Centerburg right now, they got to do something right now on this possession. Looking for Shepard, and she traveled, but they didn't call it. Instead, she pulls it out and fires up a three and nails it. So Shepard back-to-back threes for Centerburg. Will it be too little too late? 40-29 with 1:27 to go in the game. Callie Carpenter has the basketball in the backcourt. Callie Carpenter. Well, Centerburg can play aggressive. They only have the one foul right now.
Yeah.
And Callie Carpenter has head of the key, dribbling. Gives it in the corner to Algier. Keeps the pivot foot. Throws it up top to Boughton. 1:10 to go in the game. And Boughton has the basketball. Now gives it Callie Carpenter. 1:05 to go in the game. Freddy's up 11. Centerburg's got a foul. Instead, it's taken away by Kenley Farrell. Kenley Farrell flips it up. And no good left to the rim. And with 55 seconds to go in the ball game, Callie Carpenter gets the rebound and slows it down to the Lady Freddies. Callie Carpenter into the front court. Callie Carpenter has it in the foul on Centerburg. Centerburg got the steal they needed, but instead of finishing at the rim, they can't get it to go. And with 48 seconds to go in this game, a timeout is called by Jared Pryor. 48.5 seconds to go in the game. Freddies up 40-29 here on WMVO. And a full timeout called by the Lady Freddies. We'll take a timeout with them. Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops. Here's how you get a hold of them, WMVO.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Well, we are back here in Fredricktown. Centerburg had a chance to get this back to single digits on the steal, but couldn't finish at the rim. And now 40-29, the Lady Freddies hold on to an 11-point advantage. Again, this game was tied at 23 in the third quarter. And when you think back, tied at 23, Carpenter hit back-to-back threes and then got a 2 to get the Lady Freddies up by 8. Bellman then got a 3 to go. And then it just continued into the fourth quarter, more getting to the rim than anything for the Lady Freddies, and they lead it by 11 with 48.5 seconds to go in the game.
Just been working the ball. A lot of teams we've seen kind of, hit the alarm bells as soon as they saw the 1-3-1, saw the press. Fredricktown, very cool, very calm and collected, made a lot of passes tonight.
Carpenter has the basketball on the left wing. Carpenter flips it up for Bryant. Now they throw it away again. And this time, I don't know what Stowe is doing there. Why would you try to save that ball? It was clearly going out of bounds. Stowe tried to save it, maybe to get out in transition, but not a smart play by the Lady Trojans.
It's just one of those plays you kind of run after, take a judgment, then you got to just, that back of your head just got to say, nope, 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 it's our ball as soon as it goes out.
Yep, well, they didn't do that, and because of it, a turnover on Centerburg, and Ellis gets her hand on it. 33 seconds to go in the game. Centerburg down by 11. And did he call a foul?
He should have. I hope he did, because if he calls out of bounds.
Well, I don't know.
I think he called foul. It should
right.
have been. Larimore
I don't know.
had an arm.
Anyway, Callie Carpenter has it with 30 seconds. Callie Carpenter is fouled. Abner doesn't like the weight of the officials, I think. And 27.8 seconds to go in this game. Fredricktown's going to pull a stunner.
Yeah.
There were people that didn't believe Fredricktown would come within 20 points.
Yep,
Instead,
goodbye.
Callie Carpenter from behind, taken away by Stowe. 25 seconds to go in the game. Stowe has it. 23 seconds to go in the game. Stowe pulls up for 3. Stowe can't get it to go. Ball knocked away, picked up by Shepard. Shepard has it. Cross court, Kenley Farrell. She's got to fire one deep. She does. Way deep.
Fired it all the way back from Centerburg.
And Algar, the rebound. She's fouled. It'll be the 5th on Centerburg. 9 seconds to go in the game. And the Lady Freddies are going to win this basketball game tonight. And they're going to go to 10-1. They lost against East Knox, and you kind of wondered, where's this team going to go from here? And they picked up a couple of wins during the holiday break. And here, they're going to upset Centerburg. And for the Centerburg Trojans, they had 23 points with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. And they scored 6 points in the final 11 minutes and 50 seconds of this game.
That's how you draw a line in the sand.
Lady Freddies did a great job of bracketing Centerburg on offense. And so now the Lady Freddies are going to go to 10-1. And they have the pieces here. Free throw is good. Bellman showed what she could do hitting some threes. Callie Carpenter's obviously a star player, and she has 16 right on her season average. Kayla Larimore also 16, a little below her season average. Free throw is good by Algar. And 41-29, and Kenley Farrell flips it up, no good. Ball game's going to be over. 41-29, the Lady Freddies from Fredricktown and Centerburg bid for a perfect season. Lady Freddies win at 41-29. Again, 16 points for Callie Carpenter to lead the way for Fredricktown. 9 for Bellman on the 3 threes. For Centerburg, the 16 points for Kayla Larimore. Shepard did come in with 10. For the Lady Freddies win it tonight, and they go to 10-1 on the season, and they move now to 6-1 in the KMAC. Centerburg drops to 10-1, and they go to 6-1 in the Knox Morrow Athletic Conference. Centerburg and Fredricktown. Final tonight, 41-29. The Fredricktown Freddies. They win it tonight. And we will have more basketball action for you tomorrow on the boys' side, as it will be the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets and the Newark Wildcats. Bo, you have any final thoughts here of this ball game?
Final thoughts? I know it's hard to say, just because worked for Centerburg. We both, obviously you're from Centerburg. But I think this is a good little wake-up kind of punch in the mouth, like we said for them. Regroup, go back, take your frustrations out on their next game, and, pencil that next game in against Fredricktown. We're going to be coming. That's just what you put your mindset on, is you're not going to lose to Fredricktown the second time, and you're going to take care of business with the rest of the KMAC. For Fredricktown, this is a big win. Got to celebrate it. They came out, executed their game plan. It was beautiful to watch. Like we said, we thought a lot of people struggle with, Centerburg's defense. Tonight, Fredricktown kind of used that against them, slowed them down. Instead of letting those teams get sped up by Centerburg's defense, Fredricktown's offense slowed them down. So this is a good win to build off of. And like you said, they're not out of the KMAC, Al. Now, they brought Centerburg down into their, region, into the one-loss category. Yeah. So now it's going to be interesting to see how this KMAC shakes out. But both teams I'm very, very impressed with, and I can't wait to see the strides they make, the next time we see them, hopefully, in February.
Well, Centerburg, again, only scored 6 points from the 3:50 mark of the third quarter till the end of this game as Fredricktown locks them down defensively and picks up a big victory here at home. Thanks to Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction, our title sponsor. Thanks to John Wareham. And I guess I owe John, pizza or something, because I'm from Centerburg and he's from Frederick. And Austin, appreciate his work as the production guy here tonight, and we appreciate what he does, because if he didn't do it, we wouldn't be on.
Yes, thank you.
Pretty simple. We appreciate him doing this. 41-29, final here. Fredricktown ends Centerburg's perfect season with a victory. Back at it tomorrow, 5:45. Mount Vernon takes on Newark on WMVO's Facebook page, WMVO on the radio. Thanks for joining us.
Paul McCartney and Wings and Silly